Wow, isn't it weird to have a familiar face? It's not Archer. It's me. I was gone for a bit. For some of you who don't know, which was, in fact, some of you, some people don't follow me on Twitter, which is linked down below. It's at like the bottom of the description. I don't blame you. I was at TwitchCon, which is a convention about Twitch that might blow some of your minds, but yeah, I was gone. So huge thank you to Archer for keeping the dailies going while I was gone. That was very, very nice of him, and I linked his channel in every single one of his videos. He did a pretty good job from what I heard, and I really appreciate it, because if it wasn't for Archer, then you would have either gotten crappy hotel late dailies from me like you did in Florida, which, well, those weren't actually too bad, or nothing, which is never nothing, because you guys did get pretty regular uploads while I was gone, but you guys know I got you covered. You know, the Monsoon video, Viper video, starter packs, tier list. Brought the tier lists back. It's been a little while. A couple of Ventures loadouts. I got you guys. By the way, that Blackout video, crazy. Just like the Dirge song, but the loadouts are getting even better. So yeah, I will probably be doing a 90% complete Twitch recap at the end of the video. I'm just gonna move on with the daily video in regular fashion here, and you can skip ahead if that's all you care about, or you can just hang out with me while we go. So yeah, first and foremost, I've been gone for a few days. Gotta put in a code. I always support Archer for what I would imagine are opposite obvious reasons now, but you guys can of course use code Mista, because you know, I work pretty hard. I found out I actually uploaded 55 videos in September. Anyway, I've been busy. Yeah, the Agency Renegades pack is back, or is here for the first time ever, not back. There's a lot going on in here. It's actually a pretty decent bundle if you consider what these things would usually be worth on their own. Unfortunately, they are asking IRL money, which I do think supports creators if you use our code with that, but that's up to you. If you're interested in that, it's available. And then the rest of these packs are here. I don't know what's new and not. Again, Archer's been the one covering the dailies, and when I'm in a new state doing a lot of different things, keeping up with Fortnite was not actually my primary concern. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little out of it for a few days while I get back on the seat. But yeah, X23 came out. I saw the comments on that, the lore corrections. I love the engagements. I do heart the comments. A lot of you have hopefully noticed that I do actually read the comments. Even when Archer steps in, I'm always taking time at the end of the day to catch up with comments. Sometimes I'm 24 hours late or more. Sometimes I'm up to 3 days late, but I always try my best to get back, because I don't I sometimes check comments without answering, so I don't always know where I left off, but I do try to keep up with all comments, even on videos that I didn't produce. And so there you go. Yeah, save the world. So dailies, I'm just getting right back into this stuff. Back as usual. Snipers, assault rifle. Okay, so snipers and ninjas can happen at the same time, thanks to Farah. I guess we're just getting soldiers still. Yeah, weekly. I know Archer announced it, but Hero Supercharger. That's kind of nice, considering hero ability damage buffs weapons more than we used to think. Blackout video down below, I'll link it. Yeah, Labyrinth for your daily golden tickets. And yeah, I know, Triple Llama was available today. But yeah, I know Archer announced the Gravedigger, but I'm going to announce it again anyway. This weapon is not amazing. It used to be much better than it is now. It's not like they nerfed it. Everything else just got better, and then 160s existed. And yeah, the Gravedigger is a pretty alright weapon. I did put it on my top 10 ARs list. I think it's tied for like 10 or 9 with a Siegebreaker or somewhere in there. It's not a bad weapon. It's just certainly not your top pick. And the only reason it's so low is because a lot of the best ARs actually became SMGs. So I'll link the top 10 ARs and SMGs down below. And while I'm moving, okay, I switched my shirts for this. Today was meant to be a lazy day while I calmed down after TwitchCon, but I felt like my I'm not lazy, I just really enjoy doing nothing shirt did not really fit this video. And this is soft. Wow, this is kind of a nice pickup. Anyway, yeah, I gotta grab the perk up, because even though I haven't touched Fortnite in like 4 or 5 days, I gotta pick this stuff up. In fact, that reminds me, I have a daily login that is, okay, almost at 1,500 days, because I feel like the last time I made my account overview was 1,000 days, and I feel like 1,500 days would be a nice little, I don't know, little check-in. You know, usually that feels pointless, but superchargers, I don't think existed with my last account overview, and now they do. So talking about what I have supercharged, and more importantly, why, would be it'd be a fun video. I think you guys might be into that. So thank you to all these friends for joining so I can check out Ventures. Let's get into the missions. So seems like Epic knew that Beast was getting back from TwitchCon, and they probably specifically made the missions as boring as they are for me. I'm 100% kidding, but I mean, hey, no V-Bucks or anything means there's going to be plenty of time for me to talk about TwitchCon, and it was actually a very fun trip. I have some stories that I don't even think I can tell publicly. Like, anyway, let's get into missions. I guess we already showed them on Fortnite DB, but let's start off with the 58 zone. Yeah, campfire. I supercharge it. It's great for healing. You should get it. That's it. I'm not going to overhype it. It's great. You should grab it and use it. Legendary Survivor 1 of 2 is available in the 94 player, and then that's it. I think it's the 140s up here. Yeah, 4x reperk, which is nice, but not a ton of it. So yeah, I'm not going to be pointing out too many purple items today. I do want to go a little quick. But yeah, 82 4-player, 4x reperk. Okay, that's solid. In the 94 zone, we got 4x lightning the bottle. That's great for evolution materials. 4x perk up in the 104 player and the Stabsworth, which is a great Luna farm. I used to call this a great melee. It's really more of a fast swinging, you know, just farming Luna damage sword. It's still good. That's definitely deserving of like one of my fun 160s because it's a fun weapon. If you haven't tried it with Luna, I highly recommend it. Ceiling Zapper, great for eliminating smashers. Then we got the 124s. No, we got the 132s. Yeah, 4x perk up, which is triple epic perk up, which is nice to see. And the 140s, 4x reperk, 4x perk up, 4x legendary perk up, and our second legendary survival, the final legendary survivor, the final one today. And the 160s are actually pretty good. Evacs suck, but 5x drops of rain is a lot from an evac. I think they give the second most rewards behind Cat 4s, so lots of pure drops of rain there. Then we got 5x reperk, 5x lightning in a bottle, 5x lightning in a bottle. If you ran both of these, you get 830 reperk, which is quite a bit. And yeah, other than the evac, because it's 10 minutes every single run, I would say that all three of these are very runnable, other than Deliver the Bomb, which did I hate the fact that because Archer took over, I don't know everything he might have said because I do watch his videos like sped up, but I knew this over a week ago, that there was a sneaky little update with the home base report where they tweaked Deliver the Bomb. It should be improved. It's not a complete fix. That's why they didn't announce it, but they, you know, it's funny. All the bitching the community does about Deliver the Bomb being broken, and then Epic just sort of quietly improves it without even making a big deal out of it. I don't know if I respect that or hate it. I don't know. But they are working on it, and it should have been better. I've seen less complaining in the comments. Maybe you're just avoiding the missions. Let me know how it's been, because I haven't obviously played the game. But if you've ran Deliver the Bomb recently, has it been better? It sounds like the people who have left good things to say, but they're still on it. So anyway, Canny, Plankerton, I had no notes, but in Stonewood, we do have a 4x drops of rain. All right, we're going to do the office trivia, since I know that is by far the most important thing to do. I need to reach over a fancy box, which we'll talk about in a second. Yeah. So we left off with, as a wedding present, Dwight got Pam and Jim everything they need to prepare to eat these, a turtle. And then it escaped, which was just... The idea of killing your own food and then eating it is pretty normal in the history of humanity, but in our modern era, that's morbid to me. I have a turtle. I don't want to eat her. She's cute. All right. Aaron says there's about 3 news alerts in Michael's inbox from one website. Michael says they must have come from hackers. What's the site? Comment down below. And yeah, I am sticking to routine. That's the wrong. Yeah, sticking to routine. I am absolutely going to do the expeditions. And I guess I could just start with TwitchCon now. I don't know. I could give the background. So the plan was a Whirl, Donna, Rosadonna, that is. She's in the podcast forever. Yeah, anybody who's been following me for a while will know exactly who Rosadonna is. If you don't know who Rosadonna is, then consider yourself new to the channel. Or at least not... I don't want to overuse the term OG because I don't believe in that term. Because if you really want to use like OG as a term for me, then you watched my Minecraft videos. Not caught up on them. I mean, like, as they came out, but I wouldn't expect that from anybody. I mean, my videos are awesome, but only thousands of people saw them, whereas, like, millions have seen the Fortnite stuff, so I don't like to ever put anybody... I hate these topics. I don't know why I'm saying this, because I don't like it when people give too much credit to, like, older fans, because... I've had that happen where I can't decide when I find a YouTube channel. Okay, Mr. Guy in the video. All right, I'm a fan now. That's what counts, right? And that's true. It is what counts. So welcome everybody. My point is, Rosadonna, Mateo, met him, met Aura, met Donna. We were meant to meet Iwari. I don't want to make this sound worse than it is, but the simple truth was I don't think she wanted to meet us. No effort was put forth in arranging it. She was at the con with us, and we tried to reach out, and she pretty much ghosted us. Yeah, so we didn't meet AWOLRI. Not by our fault. I must have sent a lot of messages, and we planned this all a month in advance and had a group chat that she did not participate in. So would have liked to have met her. That would have been cool, but it didn't happen. But we did hang out with Donna. She crashed at Sig and I's place a couple nights, which was fun. Basically, not like a non-stop party. Okay, it's not that insane, right? But it was nice to be in company for so long. And yeah, Aura hung out with us a bunch, which was honestly pretty cool because he battles with pretty severe, I think, full body arthritis, and woo, he kept up with us pretty damn well. That man pushed through the pain, and I dig it. I dig it. Sig was out. I think he walked more than I did. I hatched so many eggs. I had a 52-kilometer week in Pokemon Go, which is not normal for me. And I put most of that distance in like 3 days. So yeah, feet kind of hurt. But yeah, Mateo, I even met Razeworks. I don't know if you know who Razeworks is. I'm going to pull up his channel. You might have heard of him and not known it. But Razeworks is actually a very, very old friend of mine. He and I started making videos like pretty much at the same time. When was his first upload? That was 2015. Okay, so he started about a year before me, at least with his public uploads. I know his channel's 14 years old, but I first met him when like the witch whittlers were coming out, his witch farms. That's pretty much around when we met. And so now he's done really well on Minecraft, but I was able to meet him in person, which is interesting because he is extremely private about his face. And we got to have dinner with him a couple times. Super nice guy. Wasn't expecting anything else, but yeah, 470 manuals, pretty good day. Or I guess week, I don't even know. I'm gonna get rid of these two, and then we're gonna continue on TwitchCon. I will start from the beginning, by the way. I'm just getting through the fun footnotes, so I'm gonna leave the party so they know I'm done. But we're gonna go to full screen here. So day one was, I guess it was Wednesday. Flew in late, so basically showed up. Sig and I got pizza and then went to bed. So there you go. That was Wednesday of the trip. This was October 5th. And then on the 6th was Thursday. That's when things really spiced up. Okay, it started slow. Sig actually, apparently you can order groceries, which is like $10. So he actually made us like egg sandwiches on 2 or 3 of the days, which is great. That saved us quite a bit of money because everything's expensive as hell in San Diego. I think a Walrus breakfast, she said, was $41, which was not consistent with our pricing, but we didn't have a hotel. We had an Airbnb, so we kind of shopped from restaurants. And pricing was, I mean, it's San Diego and they know what conventions in town, so everything's kind of but yeah, we also were close to the convention, so we actually walked to TwitchCon every day, which was great for hatching eggs and great for your feet. But you know what, I'm in good shape. Everybody pushed through, it was fine, and that saved us a lot of money on Ubers. But anyway, Thursday was just ordering groceries in the morning and getting set up. I think we went to the con at like noon just to get checked in and check it out, and there were a lot of people there that were just getting checked in, just getting their badges, save them a little bit of time on the actual convention day. And that was honestly a kind of boring day. I'm going to speed a little bit through it, but we just hung onto the steps, people watched, hope we recognized someone. Sig got to meet FitMC, and Sig was never like a major fan of FitMC, but it was cool to see face to face. They have a very similar like bald beard dynamic, very interesting experience. Did not take nearly enough photos, but I just wanted to be present, you know what I mean? And so yeah, the first day, pretty casual, but Sig and I had the glorious idea to walk from, you guys can pull up a map with me, the TwitchCon Convention Center, wherever that is. I don't even know the exact address because it was just a big building physically, so we just walked there, all the way to the San Diego Zoo. It was, I expected about a 40-minute walk. That's what Google said. Turned out to be well over an hour. That was an unnecessary amount of walking. Aura was there with his mom, so we figured we'd meet them there. That we should have Ubered. That would have saved a lot of time. Again, we weren't really using our days wisely. Thursday was a super casual day. We had no plans. We didn't want to see the city or anything. We just wanted to do the convention, which was tomorrow. And we flew there a day advance on purpose because I actually had Mexico fall through. I was going to go to Mexico for Pokemon event, meet Barry, would have been super cool. I had a local friend there and everything. It was great, but I was going to fly in like the day before the event, and our flight got delayed so much that I was just going to miss half the Pokemon event. So now I fly everywhere a whole day early. I give myself that gap day just to get situated. And I think that's a good way to travel anyway, because even though we had sort of a boring day, we totally got familiar with the area, and that helped out a lot. And on Thursday, there was also the partner party, which is prior to that where I got this, because partners, which I brought this over here, partners got to do the loot cave early, so I was able to get myself and Sig nice little TwitchCon shirts and proper Twitch shirts, which was kind of neat. I got the logo, he got the name Twitch, so kind of cool. I'm not even like a major fan of Twitch enough to be like repping their merch constantly, but I felt like I might as well. It is a nice shirt, so $22 was not bad either. That wasn't even like partner pricing. They were like $22 the whole time, which good on Twitch. Honestly, they could have easily sold this shit for $40-$50 and gotten away with it, but no, it was a well-priced cave. And yeah, hung out in there, got a couple of shirts, met a chick who harassed me about my mouse pad. No, it was funny. Okay Stranger on Twitch, if you want to look her up. That was a fun conversation. I meant to link up with her later, but didn't see her at the partner party. It's whatever. But the partner party was neat. That's where I got to hang out with other partners at Twitch. I'm just going to rattle off some names. I won't get into like specific topics, but I met Red Dirt Ranch. Apparently he's a farming simulator guy. Philza is a Minecraft guy you might have heard of. Wink, nudge. He told me Ray's Works was there, so I got to meet up with Ray. Ray and I had been DMing on Discord anyway, but I didn't know he was at the party because I don't know what he looks like. And his badge flipped around because he was going incognito. Apparently Dream was at the party. I didn't see him that night, but I did see him later. And apparently Shroud was. Oh, I looked so hard for Shroud. I wanted to just shake his hand. For those of you who don't know, I got a lot of inspiration from Shroud in like 2017, 2018. This is probably cliche as hell, but his 10-hour a day, 300 hours a month streaming, rigorous streaming schedule just, I don't know, lit a flame. And that was like in line with Casey Neistat vlogging every day. Oh my God. If you guys... you have no idea. But those two, Casey Neistat and Shroud, are probably two people very, very, very responsible for lighting the fire that was under my ass that grinded my channel for as long as it did. And yeah, would have been cool to say hi, but didn't happen. Ran into Small Ant twice. Super cool guy. I mean, everybody was incredibly nice. I don't know why they would be otherwise. And then I'm going to forget names. Nick Robinson, Babylonian. He makes very interesting in-depth videos. If you don't know who he is, you might not know his name, but he makes a crazy amount of diverse videos. Like, here, I'll just pull up his channel. Instead of me just talking head. I mean, these are easy people to find. These are massive channels. Let me just do Nick Robinson. Look, it autofilled because I've searched him before. Whoa. Streamer learns how to use the internet live on camera. I'll just sort by most popular. And this is what happened with Sig. He didn't even know who Nick Robinson was, but he recognized the videos. You know, the Nintendo character with 0 results. It was fun to just sit down and chat. Again, super nice guy. Expected nothing else. But like, that was part of the best experience as like being a partner at TwitchCon was I didn't just say hi. I mean, like, I sat down at a table and had a human-to-human conversation with him and a couple other people. It was great. It was the Hat Kid and a VR streamer whose name I do not remember. I'm sorry. I forgot her Twitch name, but there was a lot going on, so I'm not going to give myself too much grief. But either way, if I remember any interesting names later on, there was Amaranth at the party, and that was one of the first instances where Amaranth, standing right next to me, I'm certain all of you know who that is. I didn't have anything to say to her. I wasn't going to be trying to take pictures live like at TwitchCon, and I don't watch her streams regularly personally, so I didn't have anything to say. And that happened a few times. When I bumped into Dream later, I never spoke to him. I don't have anything to say to some people. Like, hey, you have an M on your follow count. Anyway, I see a lot of the streamers as peers, not necessarily. I don't fanboy much, you know, like, so it was a very casual experience, and that was just crazy. Just walking around, seeing people like that was very, very cool. And a lot of the discussions I had with people even I didn't know that well, we're all partners, so we all kind of know exactly what we're doing. It was pretty insightful. Like Red Dirt Ranch, this guy commented on how he was talking to people that were at the booths, and just he said he picked up 4 sponsors that morning, and We'll talk. So anyway, that was not even like, that was day 0. This was Thursday. We haven't even like, the con has not even begun yet. It was really cool because yes, they opened up the loot cave, but that was connected to the rest of the convention. I didn't go too deep into it, but I was able to see like the floor with nobody on it, just the odd partner and Twitch staff walking around. That was cool. That was really cool. So day 1 of the convention, I didn't know where to go initially. I did talk to the Advanced GG guys, got to meet the partner managers I known, which was awesome. I really do drink this stuff, by the way. I don't just shill it. I actually really enjoy it. Everybody missed my 20% off code. I don't think anybody ordered any, which was disappointing, but I wasn't there. Archer was hopefully plugging it, but it's back to 10%. So if you guys ever wanted to try the energy drinks, they just came out with Advanced GG cans, which are awesome. So I think I have to provide a custom link for that, so I'll try to remember to do that down below. They have like 2-day shipping right now in America. It's very fast, so if you're interested in that, I'll link it down below. And it was cool to hang out with them in person. I never met them in person before, so yeah. I didn't even try the can drink. I knew it'd be awesome, but I didn't want to like it. That's literally what I told them, and it wasn't even a line. I actually believe that. I didn't want to like the can and then walk away without it in my hand, so I didn't even try it. But everybody said, that's good. That was a real reaction from a lot of people. So yeah. I also talked to the Loop Deck guys, which is not sponsored. They paid me $0. I signed nothing. Okay, this is me just being a tech nerd, because for those of you who don't know, you can see it on camera. I use a Stream Deck, not just a Stream Deck, but a Stream Deck XL. This thing is fucking awesome. I love it. And Loop Deck is something very similar. They are, you know, direct competitors, and they know it. It's basically similar to the Stream Deck, but they have these dials on it, which again, they paid me $0. They handed me this because I was talking about how I'd love to try this out sometime, and he's like, no, yeah, if you come back later Sunday, you can take one home. I'm like, bullshit. And he's like, no. I'm like, no, really? He's like, yeah. So I came back, and we'll be trying this out for a while. I don't know if I'm going to have it set up for tomorrow's stream, which I do intend on doing, but that is something I'll be giving a go for a while. And wow, huge thank you to them. This thing retails for like $260, and he let me take it home with me, which is awesome. So I hope they reach out and get in touch more, because I will give them lots of feedback once that is properly going. That dial can be really, really good for like audio and the streams, and it'll make my broadcast better, and I'm sure anybody who watches on Twitch will benefit from that. So Friday was a lot. Just a lot of, like, Donna showed up. She was a part of that. I feel like I should just scroll back with the girlfriend DMs, because obviously I do text my girlfriend multiple times throughout a week, and I sent her like oh my god, I talked to her too much. I'm scrolling too much here. I'm gonna use the other mouse is separated. There we go. Yeah, we got groceries, went to the con, hung out, walked 3 miles to the zoo. Yeah. I gave her all the punch notes, and then I gave the Friday ones on Snapchat. I'm really fucking myself up here. So, yeah, Friday. I knew I'd forget it all. There's so much going on. This isn't like Seattle, where I could remember everything that happened point for point in GoFest. It's because the way the con was set up, there was a lot of bouncing around between different rooms. I did a couple of panels just checking out like partner-only stuff, and I went to the partner lounge. I met somebody at like the partner party, I'm only remembering this now, who ended up being a porn star I recognized, so that was fucking cool. Yeah, big shout out to Soda Cat. Did not see that coming, pun intended. So yeah, that was interesting. Met a very cool person, and then did not realize who that was until afterward. But yeah, that was one of the more insightful conversations I'd had. But Friday was a lot of just checking out the convention, checking out the floor, talking to a few sponsors, or potential sponsors, you know, people who are running booths that might want to partner with a up and coming streamer. It's weird because I feel like 100K is a nice accomplishment. I think it truly is. On the floor of TwitchCon, I am a small fish in that, in the eyes of like Intel, I am not even somebody worth emailing. So it's a very humbling position to be in, but I did my best. And then Donna and Sig were getting all that free shit, just running around, getting t-shirts and stuff. You should go through Sig's Instagram. I won't show anything right now, but he and Donna had a great time just posting pictures of her killing him. Super fun stuff. And then them hugging after. It was actually funny. So yeah, I am not doing Friday justice at all, but I'm sorry, okay? Went to the Artist Alley as well, and then on Saturday, it was a lot more of the same. So yeah, it was just a lot of just checking out the booths, checking out all the things on the floor. It was truly enjoyable, but just so much happened in a short time that I really wish I would have got some notes. But I guess I could do a show and tell at this point, because I can maybe jog my own memory too, because I got lanyards. You get a little goodie bag just by walking in, and then I ended up getting 2 of them because Aura had to get his badge on the second day, so I ended up with 2 loot bags. I told them not to give me a second one, but they did. I talked to the guy who is the global PR guy for Cyberpunk, so he gave me a key for that to let me try it out. I've been playing that today. It's buggy. The game is not done, you know what I mean? But it is pretty cool looking, and I think it's playable. I haven't gotten far enough to really give an honest review yet, but that might happen on stream if it's a good experience. I also got a TwitchCon pin. I can show that here. This is a very scattershot recap. I'm sorry for wasting your time, but if you're still listening to this, you probably just like to hear me talk, so I think we're all going to be fine there. I got to meet a lot of Twitch staff as well, which was probably part of my favorite part of TwitchCon, was just pulling people aside and talking to like very high up people at Twitch and having person-to-person conversations. That was cool. I got to suggest lots of features, which I was happy to do because I feel like Twitch is imperfect, and I shared that, and they were very open to everything. It was wild how receptive they were, and that was hopefully productive. Of course, engineering and programming and the scale of Twitch makes everything slow, so I know the internet likes to bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch, but there are people working on that site 24/7, and they do want good things for us. They actually know how much people hate ads. They realize that 30-second ad at the start of a stream is not a fun user experience for anybody, and they're doing what they can, as I understand it. It was weird to put a face to Twitch employees as well. That was, yeah, I spent a lot of time hunting down Twitch employees and saying, hey, what do you do? And having a lot of conversations, and that was interesting. But Sunday I can remember better because that was yesterday. Sunday was honestly pretty casual. That's when I had checked out most of the booths that I was interested in seeing. I had seen all of Artist Alley. I don't even think we went there on Sunday. I didn't, at least. I went back up to the partner lounge, and that's where I saw like Nico LOL, Dream, Ludwig was there, just taking a picture with XQC and a bunch of other peoples, and then Hassan was running around yelling about Nazis or something, and so that was quite an experience. I didn't get to meet any of them because they ran off immediately, but it was bizarre to just like, oh, I walked into the hall and Ludwig's just chatting with some people. That's a person I would never, ever bump into in day-to-day life. That's okay. That just happened. And it's not like he's anything other than a human being. It's just, yeah, I mean, when are you ever going to run into people like that? And it's pretty fun, the conversations I was able to have. Again, I'm not going to share anything super specific or private or anything. It's not even that interesting to hear about, but being there was quite an experience. That was quite it's like Seattle Go Fest. I mean, the actual Pokemon event was far less interesting than the people I talked to, and that was kind of the same for Twitch, where day 3, I was going in late. I was just talking to the girlfriend for the odd times that I could, because Sig and I didn't have a wall between our beds, so didn't really get to say much of what I wanted to say to her on most days. So I just went in late and still saw everything I wanted to see with plenty of time to spare. And Sunday was even good too, because I talked to a couple of other people that I did not see their booths before and definitely want to get in touch with, because I don't want to say any names until I'm signed up with anybody, but one of them was like a mousepad company where they do custom mousepads. And just imagine with me for a second, just dream with me, a mousepad with like, maybe not the Milotic because that's, copyright, but like if this watery image was blown up onto a mousepad with or without the Beast logo. I'm not certain which one would be better, because I would like to just have the water, but that might be a little plain. I feel like a nice colorful, these colors of Beast with the watery background would be freaking awesome, because my mousepad is just black. I've never thought about it, but between the 5 monitors and the mousepad, it's just like a black space. It's not very colorful or enjoyable, so I think it'd be very cool. And yeah, that has been my awful recap of Twitch, because like I said, if I had more than 4 hours of sleep 14 hours ago, I would have so much more to say, but I think that just about sums it up. I'll have mini stories trickling into my streams and videos for quite some time to come, I'm sure. And again, I'm not even sure what all I can say in some instances because I was not always where I was supposed to be. I never did any harm or broke anything. I just, you put your chin up and you find yourself hanging out with Dream. So yeah, that's all I'll say about that on the internet. I'll see you guys later. I'll be doing the dailies for okay. All right, as I say that, I think Archer's probably gonna fill in again tomorrow immediately, because here's the deal. I see the girlfriend 4 times a week, and the weekdays mean that at least 2 days a week I'm gonna need somebody to fill in, or I'm gonna be late for the daily, because as much as I love you guys, I do actually want to see her, and making the daily means I don't. So yeah, I'm going to be back from TwitchCon, and then Archer's going to fill in immediately after, which is going to be bad from the outside, but the only people who are going to think that looks bad are people who are uninformed and don't see the full situation. So if you are listening to this now, you get it. You get it, because you're going to get me Wednesday, probably not Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Anyway, and probably Monday. I don't know what her plans are, but I'm going to spend a lot of time with that girl. TwitchCon was great, but it does come at a sacrifice for me to travel, and yeah, I'm going to call her right now, actually. So yeah, thank you for watching. This has been a horrible recap. I might even do this again, because so much more happened than I'm calling to mind right now, but I'm going to stop wasting your time and upload this 30-minute daily. Not the longest, but definitely a long one.